everybody. I'm Miss Suzy. I'm at the Aldo Leopold Nature Center, and I have a story to read to you today. It's called I Saw a Moose Today, written by Anne Stewart, illustrated by Brent Spink. It's about a kid who gets sent outside to play in their yard, and while they're there, they see all kinds of interesting things. I hope you enjoy it.
I Saw a Moose Today by Anne Stewart, illustrated by Brent Spink. My folks said, "Today we're cleaning the house. Please go out and play, but stay in the yard, Whimswig, don't stray." I swung in my swing, made 7 sand pies, did somersaults. Whoa! Here was a surprise. I saw a moose today. In my yard, thought I, a tree's in my way, until I perceived the tree had a knee, and when I looked up, way up, I could see a great giant head and mammoth moose rack. I shinnied his leg right onto his back, said, "Giddy up, moose." He went. Wow, he flew. Me sitting on top, a splendid, fine view of oceans and mountains. Far from our town, we galloped for miles and never slowed down. He stopped, off I sailed 1,000 miles flight, to land in my yard. Well, that's not quite right. I might see a moose if he stood and ate the plants in the pond that's just past our gate. But I'm sure I saw a loon today. She called to me in that loony loon way. I answered her back, my fanciest call. She asked I attend that evening's ball. The loons wore black ties, 4 mink played bassoons. We danced and we swam and we yodeled loon tunes. We captured down deep 100-pound fish and baked it in sauce, an exquisite dish. At midnight a loon called, "Friends, time to go. Let's migrate down south before winter's snow." I watched the loons lift from water to air. Now, wait, the fact is, I wasn't there. I peeked through our fence, I didn't go out. Perhaps on the pond 2 loons swam about. But I'm very sure I saw a bear today. Just ambling along the shore of the bay, she offered her paw, and though we just met, together we sang a bold bear duet. We picked sweet red berries covered with dew, and then had a picnic, only we 2. I tickled her tummy, she tickled mine. Said I, "Let's be friends." Bear answered, "How fine." Bear looked at her watch, said, "Whoops, it's quite late. So quick, my pajamas. I hibernate." I tucked her in snugly, kissed her goodnight. Well, no, that's a story made up, all right. I stayed in my yard and never beyond. I looked for a bear down there by the pond, but I'm very, very sure I saw a bat today. I wanted to swing, but found in the way this little brown bat who hung by his toes. I climbed on my swing. We stared nose to nose. Mosquitoes swarmed by. Before I could blink, bat flew up and snatched one, quick as a wink. Smiled, "Have a mosquito. Tasty. Good." I shook my head no. I don't think I should. We swung in my swing, sailed off hitting square, a big hollow tree. Bat's family lived there. They woke from their sleep when day turned to night. We flew to the moon. All right. Well, I might fly high with a bat I found in my swing. Imagine what fun to do such a thing. But I'm very, very, very sure I saw a beaver today. She signed with her paw for me to come play. I ran to the pond, kersplash, in I leapt, took hold of her tail, down river we swept, past turtles and fish. 2 otter called, "Ho! We want to come too." We all dove below. Almost out of breath, we came up for air inside Beaver's lodge. She served birch eclair and showed us about. We swam back outside and tumbled down rapids. That was a ride. Then splashing and laughing waded to shore. I said a farewell. No, here's the true score. I watched through the gate with good old dog Sam and hoped I'd see beavers building a dam. But I'm very, 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 very sure I I saw a Luna caterpillar today. Light green with red bumps, he wore a beret. Blown here by the wind, he landed kerplop right next to my toe, said, "Ouch! Where'd I stop?" "Right here," I replied. "Do stay until noon." Smiled Cat, "Let us nap. We'll weave a cocoon." Cat wrapped us up snug like bugs in a rug. We woke, tried to move, breathed in, gave a tug. "You've grown," I said. Cat's cocoon was too tight. At last we crawled out, a marvelous sight. A featherlight moth, Cat flew in the sky on swallowtail wings. I wish... Okay, I dreamed that a wondrous Luna did things like weave a cocoon, grow beautiful wings, but I'm very, very, very sure I saw a lynx today. A stubby-tailed cat. She snoozed where she lay, stretched out on Sam's house. She woke, yawned, and frowned, then growled and sprang down by me on the ground. You bet I was scared, but asked, "Tell me why your paws are so big." Lynx did not reply. She grasped with her teeth my shirt at the back, jumped over our fence. I hung like a sack. We stopped far up north in very deep snow. "With snowshoes for feet," said Lynx. "Watch me go." We made a big snow lynx, played and had fun until past my bedtime. No lynx, none. But if snow were falling, coming down hard, I might find some lynx tracks here in my yard. But I'm very, very sure I saw a pileated woodpecker today. "Your beak is so big," said I. "What's it weigh?" He rudely ignored me. He wouldn't speak. He pounded a tree with his long, strong beak. A fast rat-a-tat, a sound like a drum. I added my own cacophonous hum. What music we made, a rock and roll sound. The tree frogs in pairs danced merrily round. The party broke up at 1:45 when Dad called, "Whimswiggan, lunch will be soon." Ah ha 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 ha, and Woodpecker flew away to the woods. Or could it be true? He flew in that hole up there in the tree, right next to our porch. That's where he might be. But I'm very sure Dad's calling again. "For today we're done cleaning house. Come in right away, Whimswiggan, for lunch." But I want to stay out here with old Sam. I might see... Oh, wow! I'm sure that I see Whimswiggan right now. I'm sure I have to go in for lunch. The end.
Hi, Suzy.
Oh, hi, Kara.
What are you doing?
I'm in my sit spot right now.
Your sit spot? What's a sit spot?
Well, it's kind of exactly what the name says. It's a place where you go and you sit.
Oh, what makes a good sit spot? How can I find one?
Well, any place can be a sit spot. I like to find a place where I can just sit and notice a lot of things around me. So, like right now, I noticed that there are 2 ducks swimming out on the water, and I noticed the cranes, the sandhill cranes over across the water. I can't see them right now, but I'm pretty sure they're still there. So I like to sit here, I like to listen, I hear the birds, and I can feel the wind blowing on my face. It's a really nice place to be.
Can I have a sit spot?
Sure, you can. You can find any place that you want to. Just find a comfortable place where you can go and sit down and just notice what's happening around you.
Sounds nice.
Yeah. So there's just so many things to notice here. And sometimes I come and I sit down in my sit spot and I'm I'm like really wiggly. I kind of can't sit still very well. So I sit for a really short time then, and then I get up and I walk again. Because you can also notice things when you're walking.
Yeah.
But sometimes I come and I sit down here and I sit for a while and I just get really quiet. And the really cool thing about that is that that's when animals start coming closer to you. They're not as scared of you. They think maybe you're part of the environment, so they come up and see you. And sometimes, like today, I actually brought my sketchbook and I brought some pencils, and so sometimes I like to sit and I might sketch what I see, or I might write about what I see in my sit spot.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that. I think I'm going to find myself a sit spot.
Yeah, good idea. And and it doesn't have to be out at the nature center. This is obviously a great place to be. Oh, there goes a blue jay. But you can also have a sit spot at your house. You can sit in your yard. You can even sit by a window inside your house or on your front step if you can't go any further than that, because nature's all around. Nature's everywhere. Right?
Right, it is. Nature is everywhere.